Hey there. My goodness. Sorry for the announcement and all that kind of stuff. Hadn't been over here using YouTube Studio in a while, and they had disabled chat. So it took me a minute to get back on here and to get back in and figure out what was going on. So grave apologies, but happy to be back over here on the YouTube side. Putting a quick chat over to Discord. So I did the normal blast that we do on Twitch and all that kind of stuff, and normally it just clicks in and goes, and I hadn't been over here to see these completely updated and changed settings. So gravely apologize to those of you that popped over quickly and then suddenly got booted, but we're back and able to actually spend some time playing around tonight. So get involved in as you arrive, get involved in the chat, give us some update as to what's going on in your life. But past that, I know a lot of people will be coming back to watch later, especially on a holiday week and things like that. I booted up immediately in the base pack, our base stuff. By the way, happy Thanksgiving week. I hope you guys are doing well. I want to start spending more time over here on the YouTube architecture, but we'll see as we go. I know most everybody's been used to seeing us over at Twitter. Not Twitter, but Twitch, excuse me. I've been, have you had fun watching all of that lately? That's kind of been on the brain, but over on Twitch. So I will continue to stream over there and then probably do a few more over here. But I've had a few requests to do some lives over here and let people catch up with this at a later point. So let me real quick, if you'll bear with me for just a second, I'm going to jump back into our channels there and just make sure everything, it looks like everything's back to normal, which is encouraging, because that was just a little bit frustrating to open up a setup and not have it functioning. But like I said, we're going to start inside of Kingdom of Wallace base pack. By the way, thank you, patrons, supporters here on YouTube, those of you that are supporters on subscribers on Twitch, especially the patrons. My goodness, guys, you guys are faithful and keep running in there. Version 2 of the new medieval pack will be coming very, very soon. I've been working on it in my extra time. Had some IRL projects and things that have kept me busy and kept me running, but we'll start here because I want to show you I did finish from last stream on Twitch, if you want to go catch that, but I did finish in the snow village on Derptopia my glass Christmas tree snow globe. So very, very cool to see. Plus Tash has been working on her ice castle, and she said that we could go over and tour and showcase that some. So be happy to have you see that as well. And then when we're done, we'll see what kind of time we have. We'll zip back over to my solo world, and we need to start building on that sheep farm, the wool farm, and put the actual build around it. So we'll play around for a while and just enjoy ourselves tonight. So let's see here. Let's get back into where I can see everything live. So in the States, obviously we have Thanksgiving this week. And for those of you in the UK that are usually watching and jumping in and getting involved, I'm sure whatever you may be doing during this mid-season, but I hope it's going well for you over here. We're finally getting some decent cold, and hopefully there's going to be a solid, nice holiday for people over here stateside. So we spawned in here inside my shop inside of Derptopia, and I'm gonna check supplies and things real quick just to make sure I did before the weekend, and I had stocked up for everybody because we had a bunch that were building. Yep, see, we've got some orange concrete that I'll need to replace, but we've got enough stock at the moment. But I wanted to make sure that there was enough supplies in here for those doing their snow city builds, which is really fun and really neat project. Yeah, so we've had a few sales. So I'm glad I checked. So let's just make sure, go through all of this real quick. Yeah, I'm glad I stocked before the weekend. I thought there might be a few builders out there that might be wanting to see. So who's that? Hello, I'm not even, I apologize, I don't want to totally butcher your name there, but welcome. I'm not sure, is that called? I'm just gonna call you Guy. I apologize. That's a unique name there, but thank you for dropping in. Hope you are doing well. I'm gonna finish checking out our shops real quick. Just gonna adjust that volume. Over here on YouTube, how's the music volume? Is it sounding okay? Not too overpowering? Give me some feedback there. That would... Yeah, so we did have some builders that were busy over the weekend. I try to do my... you know, when you play on a server multiplayer, you want to make sure that you're as kind as you can be to have supplies for people, and I had literally dropped in Friday morning just briefly to make sure that I had as much available for everybody so that they could do their building and collections as needed, as peacefully and as wonderfully as they could. But for those of you that haven't watched before or just getting involved with my streams and my content, this is my concrete shop. We're on the Silentwisperer server SMP called Derptopia for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. So I put together a nice build here. Let me see here. Who was the YouTuber that I grabbed the concept from? Yeah, GenTube. So I went on GenTube because I'd found some of his builds and really thought that this one works great for a nice business office that was for a concrete sales company. You know, someone that has a little bit more stature, a little bit more class, and that's why I liked this build. But anyway, so we checked that inventory. We need to go over to the other part of the shopping district here. And by the way, you'll see a little bit of frame drops. We have several of Foxy No-Tail's packs that are added onto here that ends up, he's doing amazing tech, but it does create a few of the frame drops because we've got a lot of things built in this area. But I do need to check my chuck wagon real quick. Yep, we did have a couple of sales over here. Then, like I said, we'll get over to the Snow Village here in a minute. Whoops. There we go. All right. So I do want to check this shop. We've had a couple of new players that have been involved, that have been doing some very nice grindy work in the nether. And so when I've been in, I checked to see what supplies are available, and he's sold out right now. He had been selling some decent amount of netherite. So when it's available, it's always nice to be able to pick up extra copies of that. This is a really solid build, the way he's got this looking now. Very good use of these different color tones and just a solid, nice look. Nice job. I think that's Zephyr, is that right? Let's see here. Climb up here so we can read it clearly. Yep. Nice to have you on the server. So I tried to, once I had finished building my diamond block 6 beacon strong beacon, I tried to spend diamonds when I can in other people's shops, especially, you know, not just when I totally need something. That's obviously what you're always going to try to do, but when possible, especially with newer players, to help them enjoy the server as well. So let's see. Nope, nothing in his yet. Okay, no worries. So let's get over to the snow biome. And once again, thank you to InFan and several others that have put together this really fun concept of letting us do a Christmas village this year. So several players have gotten involved, and by default we'll see a couple of those as we run by, but I'm careful not to just jump into someone's builds without permission. But we do have permission from Tash as we go here, so. And if you haven't seen her stuff, I think she's primarily on Twitch, but Tash the Minion, you can look her stuff up. And so we're down the purple tunnel, about to 525 or so. One of the cool benefits of being on a server SMP is having access to things, and I overshot it, where you get these nice large builds. And by the way, we're about to have the competition wrapped up for people submitting builds for this tunnel that leads down here. So there'll be an entrance and a tunnel build, and they've been having several of the players submit some design concepts, and then we'll build this out to make it really cool as well. All right, so it's nighttime, so we'll sleep real quick just to make sure. Let's see here if I can find a easy spot, just so we don't have any spawns come in and mess up stuff or blow things up. Yep, see, there was creepers that were spawning over there. So as you can see, this is just a lovely area so far. But I took the plot right off the edge of the ice bridge here, snow bridge. And you'll see I was able to get my snow globe finished. Put some nice Christmas wreaths around the 4 sides. But now that it's complete, I've really enjoyed. I think it came out real nice. These plots are only allowed 30 by 30. So had to work within that limitation, but I think it still came out very nice. We'll jump up here. So you can see it from one of these edges here. You can see there's a cool build going on up there, some over there. But there it is. Christmas tree inside of a snow globe. So that's the contribution that I've been able to do thus far to the Christmas snow village that's happening on Derptopia this season. But I thought we might walk this route down where Dan Kerb, one of our server players, put together this nice little spot as you walk down to the ice river here, and I believe that there's going to be some fun little games that will happen here on the river as well. But he's been getting some nice decorating going and some design work done. Looks like we've got a whole series of blocks that need to be picked up so they're not just floating out here. Wonder if this is an empty shulker. Might be whoever was down here, so I'll put it in there just so that they have it in case they need it for their supplies. Looks like there was just a few other little creatures that despawned. But this is Tash. This is her ice castle. So definitely wanted to come over and see her progress. I did catch her last stream where she was working on it. I'm not sure if she's done anything since then, but we'll zip over here and check it out before we leave this server tonight. As you can see, really lovely cold toned feel, like it belongs out here in the frozen wilderness. Lots of fun. Good use of color tones. I think she's done well on maximizing the blocks that can be used in this white-blue color palette for sure. Even by running in the prismarine walls here, kind of just draws in a little bit of those, little bit of green without overdoing it. Let's see how far she's gotten inside here. See, doesn't that color, especially with the glasses like that, this feels so cool. No pun intended. Really good use of color tones, and then obviously the glass for the color lighting because of the way the RTX architecture works. Yeah, so she's added another nice tower in the back here. Looks really solid. She's using bone block, concrete, powdered concrete, and then quartz for most all of it. It's a great look. Giving it a natural gradient up the wall there. Uh-oh. Of course. There we go. I didn't see that we had some of that out there. I was looking at the build. once we get over the bridge, we can follow her pathway up there. Isn't it cool how that glass is working well in here too, because you've got some stuff underneath it, so that frosted look just is great. And of course using the diorite and polished diorite to complement. She did this wonderful pathway through here too. But since I don't have permission to go through other people's builds, that's where we will set it for tonight. Let me double check my settings. Make sure my video distance is set properly. It's only at 8. Should be at 16. There we go. So now we can see just a little bit better across here. That's what I wanted you to be able to see. So once again, just a quick drop down this bridge and back up before we leave the server. So this will be a lot of fun. As we get closer to the holidays, we'll be able to do more tours of people's builds and their things that they've developed in our holiday snow village. When I say our, we have anywhere between 10 and 20 regular players on Derptopia that are in here on a regular basis, 3 of which you see there. All solid players. We'll zip back, log out on the base on here. If you're looking for a server SMP to play on, the Bedrock architecture, lovely group of people. We do have strict rules, but nothing that's overbearing. But it's things that protect from having the odd crazy player that messes up things and all that wonderful stuff. So it's a decently moderated and protected environment that you can really get a lot of enjoyment out of. So this is where my base is at on here. Ah, nighttime. We need to get underground quickly. So I'm going to log out here because I'll have to come in here and replace the concrete that was sold. Make sure that everybody has their supplies, obviously. But anyway, real quickly, we're going to log out of this world, switch some texture packs, and go into my single-player world using... Let's just deactivate all of this. the new medieval packs. So let's see here. There's the medieval plus the thick fog. Always do that. Always remember that. Add that thick fog over the top of when you're using my packs. It just makes that big of a difference. Let's see if it crashes. If it does, I'll load it back up. But sometimes when we're loading in, you know, high resolution, high definition packs, the game will crash, and sometimes you have to do a 3 or 4 or 5 round trip process of activate it, add it, restart. Let me double check the world as well. See what packs I've got on here right now. Okay, I did add all of those. Okay, so I don't have to add them in my inventory. Okay, but we do need to come back over here and tell it. There we go. It shows that they're still active, but it may crash. And we made it. Look at that. So let's jump in there and we'll just do some work. I have updated a few of the textures for version 2, obviously, since you guys have seen on some of the streams. But what I wanted to do was we need to get an exterior build to the wool farm. Just waiting a moment for it to load up. There we go. When I logged out, let's see here. Ooh, we were bed bombing in the nether. So I'm going to turn off RTX for a moment so we can see just a little bit better. And I'm going to come out of the nether so we can go do the building. But as you can see, I've been collecting nether quartz ore, which is that new building block. Got a little bit of black stone, a couple of ancient debris. Let's see, where do I have? Maybe in this. Just need to reorient. I've played across a few worlds recently, so this is where I've got my extra beds. Nothing crazy in it. As you can see, that is one of the shulker textures. It's the undyed shulker. And I'm working on several newer textures to go with it. So we found I found 4 ancient debris. I got the white terracotta on the last stream so that we can start on that building. So we've got 30 nether gold ore, which is kind of old tarnished. Then I got a bunch of black stone as well. So that will all be good. So we'll come back down here to get more netherite later. I've had enough to get a netherite sword and a netherite fortune pickaxe, but that's it. The rest of it in the armor I need to do at some point. So you're seeing that we're in the nether, and in this pack, netherrack is this special stone, hay, dirt texture. All of the textures in the medieval pack is designed for use in the overworld, not in the underworld or the end or any of that. It's specifically for you to have a very expansive overworld building. So several of the textures have been updated to be replaced and used in a better fashion for a medieval builder. So That's the portal that goes to the first portal we ever found in this world. And then this takes us up to our nether highway. Turn on RTX again. So there you go. So let's climb up to my nether highways. Go. Not too far, so we can actually just run down here. So let's see what... Okay, it looks like we might need to sleep. Just to protect from there being any baddies out here. But since I've last streamed on here, that's the new top of the furnace. We did get that texture going. And you hear the meow. There's my cat named Spot. My Star Trek Next Generation stuff. James, my goodness. Thank you. Sorry you're late. My brother dropped something on his phone. Now it doesn't turn on at all. Boy, that's no fun. So figuring out how we can shuffle things around with the lines on my plan to get him an upgrade. Yeah, that's always an adventure, huh? Well, thank you for rejoining. For some reason, with the live streaming over here, OBS updated and several things. And so when I came back over here to do the YouTube streaming, because I want to do more of that, it had turned chat completely off. So had to take about 5-10 minutes to refigure that out. So you were very kind to rejoin up. But let's see here. I don't think I need anything out of this one, except we will pull that. I will go ahead and I take all of this down when I'm doing bed bombing, because it allows me to... Oh, hello. Not sure where he came from, but I will take that chainmail so that when we start building armor stand people to go in our cities, we'll have that to, which is nice. So let's see here. That should be the nether box, yeah. I still need to expand this storage, obviously. This can go... Let's see. So we've got our iron there. Okay, so we'll just trade out this with that, so we've got it when we go working on that area. Okay, so that's going to be good to put away. Same with that. Gravel. Hold that. Gravel. And then we'll grab that blackstone in a minute. Let's see here. Good. So because of what I did with the nether quartz ore, as you can see, we've now got a much more usable block here. See here, it says it sucks I had dropped insurance off of the plan this year since it... Oh, wow. Wow. That's irritating for sure. Really sorry to hear that. His phone is paid off. The claim on his phone from experience would have been about $250. Those being so close, it makes sense just to pay it off and update to a new phone. Yeah. That's tough. That's tough for sure. My goodness, I hate to hear that. So let's see here. Gravel. Drop that in. Is this where I've got my... ancient debris, which for now we want to torch all of it. So let's see here. Do we have anything open? I think I've had everything burning so that we can get XP. There we go. Gonna sneeze. Wow, that crept up on me. Yeah, when it comes to phones, I have a tendency to always pay for Apple Care, but a lot of my stuff needs to be for business, so I can't have it going down. Said your phone is paid off after 170, so there's an option for it. I have another phone on the plan that is paid off and eligible for upgrade. The way those payment plans associate with phone numbers complicate it. Wow. Yeah, just a little bit of drama there, huh? Sorry to hear that. Have we started a Blackstone? We have, right there. Good. Love building with Blackstone, so I've been excited doing the bed bombing to find more of that. There is that. Let's see here. Actually, I should have left this here so we can carry some more wood with us. Wanted to use, let's see here. We want to do stripped spruce, the white terracotta for a wool farm. I've been collecting so much dark oak. The contrast, well, we'll try it. We'll try it and see here. That might be better for the roof to do. We want to do a wood roof, or do we want to use one of our new blocks? Need to put some thought to that, but I do need to start planting spruce saplings and growing those. So it might be better to do spruce. Let's heal some of this stuff. See, smooth stone here. We're going to be doing lots of wall building, so I've just been cooking all the stone I can when I have the time. Plus, it allows me to get some quick, easy XP, but I'll go ahead and get this glass out of there too, just so I get all of that extra. Right now I've been doing glass inside the sand box. See here, lots of wall building. You're in the south of the map, so I suppose that makes sense. Nice little subtle nod there. What am I doing? There we go. Not getting an insane amount of XP, but it's enough to help heal that tool. Almost there. Okay, so it's healed. Looks like I'm gonna have to start shulkering all of that. Got that fairly close to being fully healed now. I need to worry about not too bad. Let's put that away. And I guess we'll figure out what else we need once we get up there. So James, yourself comment actually takes into account a lot of things. I also live in the South here in New Mexico in the United States, so very, very versed in the whole walls debate and concept and everything. But yes, in a very practical, real sense, inside the game here, we will be building major walls to go around our medieval cities. But here's our sheep farm. And so I need to be able to put a nice, I thought you would be able to look at it from this end and the other end since it's run that way, and do kind of a arched barn type feel like you would do typically in any of these rural areas and things like that, and have some, you know, support beams, mimic what the Minecraft game has done for the basic wolf farm areas when you find them in the cities. By having oh great, somebody wants to get blocked already. So here we go. Bear with me for a moment. I would get rid of this wonderful person here. Should you want to give me mod, I'm happy to deal with these when I'm here. No, of course. Definitely would be happy to chat with you on that. So, yeah, just DM me inside of Discord, because I don't know what all that would entail, and I would want to make sure that we did it the right way. But that wouldn't hurt my feelings at all, James. I trust you, and I appreciate who you are. Don't give them the dignity of referring to that waste of bandwidth as a person. Well, that's true. It's very possible it's just a bot as well. But typical on how that stuff works, isn't it? Okay, so let's see here. We ran our stalls all the way out to here. So if we ran a wall... Do we want a gap? We probably do want a slight gap to be able to get around. So let's look at this and see what we can do here. If that's the center, we then have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over to there. So if we have an entrance here, single do we want doors, or do we want it kind of like an open stables area with a fence? Might be kind of cool to have kind of like a gate right here on either end. With just some fencing. So if we did that, have 1, 2 of fencing, we could then have support wall. So there, 1, 2, support wall. And then go 1, 2, 3. So we've got a 5 gap there. 2, 3, 4. We could go 5, which would give us a walkway in the back. Let's start there and just see what it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I'm going to be doing is doing that as stripped logs. And then putting in the white terracotta. Let's just look from a distance here. Literally just doing this on the fly tonight. I've seen an idea of what I liked, but thought I would play with it. See if we're out that far. Let's see here. Worst case, you rip it all out. Oh yeah, been there, done that. You're not kidding there. So if we ran the angled roof, that's there. But then come down one more. That's not enough. So we would want to start the angled roof at about that height, assuming. So it would be at the single. So let's see, how many spaces do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3. And then we would have it out here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's not correct. What did I do wrong with my math there? Holy crap. Where did he come from? Did you see me jump? I was in that menu and I couldn't think fast enough. Where am I getting creepers from? Are they spawning in back over here? Ah, yep, it must have been just dark enough. At least it didn't mess up any of my solid builds, huh? I always jump every time. Is there another spot close by? Ah, look at this goofiness. Just right out of nowhere. Good at all. Yep, there's another one. Come out and play. Let's see if he'll come up here and I can at least get the gunpowder from him. There we go. It seemed like he came from over top the hill. It did seem like that, didn't it? I think it was this little hidden area here. So, man, let me tell you about mobs in Java Alpha. They were brutal in some of the releases. So, James, I don't know. Again, we can chat when we're talking about mod and that kind of stuff. If you're interested in even coming and playing, you know, sometimes we could talk about that too. I just didn't appreciate your company as well. It's always a pleasure. But yeah, so in Java Alpha, spiders and creepers both used to dive bomb you if they were above you, like on a hill or on a tree. To sleep for sure. You'd be walking around and all of a sudden they'd jump out at you. Yeah, that's always nice. This right here is what makes me probably the most angry in a game, to the point of sometimes I don't want to even play when this happens, because it's like, you know, you work so hard to build things only to have the game spawn a creeper that's gonna mess you up. I've just never understood that. But it's their game, not mine. And it's my job to either enjoy it or go do something else. So I make the best of it. But I have had a few times where I have to admit, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's what I did wrong. Where I have rage quit just because of creepers. Call that immature or whatever. Or do I like it better on the 5th block? I think I do. Sorry about that. This is what happens when you do things on the fly, right? Without testing them. Let's see here. It's just a cycle of yeet. Yeah, agreed. Creeper yeets you, you yeet your controller. Yeah. Yep, and it shouldn't be that way. You know, you would like to think that you're a lot more mature in life, but you get into some of those situations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then if we have 32 spaces, half of that would be 16 8s. So let's see here. So if we went, do I want to match this 5? Let's just check and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just try it and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really want to do the math right now. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And it leaves a 3 in the middle. Perfect. So I won't have quite enough to get the rest of those edges. So we'll have to go farm up some more spruce wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But what I may do is get some more dirt to fill in there. We'll just let the natural of that run. I don't know. But the plan is to do like that. By the way, do you guys like this new stripped wood texture? Really proud of that. I think it just feels very tough and very hand carved. then let's just throw in a little bit of this just to see it. Fill in the outer edge just so I can kind of see what the coloring is going to look like. Is that right? Let's see. Yep. Go. I think that's going to make for some nice color contrasts. Let's see here. In places where there's elevation change, you're going to bring the terracotta down more. Replace the dirt grass with something like cobblestone. Have it act like a foundation. Great idea. In fact, I might do that and replace that once we get the pieces together here. That's a fabulous idea. So yield, this might need to be yield creeper watering hole now since it was added for us. Look at that. Minecraft just gave us a great idea, right? So let's see here. Do I want that sharp of an edge? Or would we rather have a corner? So we could bring this in one, do wood support and wood support there. We'll look at it and see once we get more of the pieces together. But you can see that color combination sure feels nice. So yeah, so if we did cobblestone there, not a bad idea. Same thing across here to where we have more of a support base as the building was being built. Accidentally made stone bricks the other night. I was clicking so fast and it looked so similar in the menu that I converted all of our stone to that. So I'll have to get some cobblestone. In fact, if you did path blocks around the entire thing, it would lower the block slightly. You could add cobble under all of the existing things. Dude, you rock. That is a fabulous idea, even if it was just spotty in places. Some of it could have grass growth, some of it could be path, so it would expose it. That's a great idea. Great idea. So, just since I have the white terracotta, before we go farm up some more spruce, let's just see if we went up 2 more real quick. And again, for anybody wanting to be able to use these textures, version 1 of this pack is out now. Version 2, which you're going to see some of the blocks that I'm using, will be out here in the coming weeks. So head over to my Patreon, become a member, and you have access to all of that. See here, see, this is my problem. I sometimes have ideas just don't get very good cohesion with everything. Did you see me jump? I saw that out of the corner of my eye, that wandering trader. See here, get very good cohesion with everything else and often don't have great execution. Well, some of that comes, and again, this is my opinion, so take it for what it's worth, but I believe some of that comes with not just practice, but also research and studying other people and what they're doing to make their builds. I do a lot of time of doing that when I can. Get these leads. I might as well have his head. I just added the heads add-on. If you guys like that kind of stuff, go over to Foxy No Tail. I'm just going to put that there for the moment. By the way, I played a little bit with the sounds. Did you hear that? So the path block now in the medieval pack now has a muddy sound to it. So it matches the block. Isn't that fun? So if you are playing around with the pack and find some of that might need some attention, let me know, because we can use any of the in-game sounds and remap them to match more appropriate sounds in the game. But yeah, I do a lot of watching other builders. What are they doing? What have they found? You know, just because a lot of artists come up with some really cool ideas. Sounds like walking on wet carpet and socks. I love and oh, that is wonderful. I forget which sound it is. I think it's mud in the game, I think is what it was, the new mud sound. But I was able to find that. Yes, wet socks and walking is definitely a unique experience. So what would be the best way? We might just use spruce stairs in between, because we'll keep this more rustic instead of using some of the newer blocks that we would use on homes inside of the city. So I'm thinking to go with dark oak and spruce stairs for the roof, or we could do slabs. Slabs might be a little less dramatic and keep it from going too high too, huh? I just want to look at it real quick. Man, that little RTX glitch made me feel like a creeper was there again. Now I'm gun shy. So it's going to give it a little bit of strength there. We may have to add some windows. In fact, I definitely will, because it's going to feel too much like an industrial building otherwise. I might only do fence windows as opposed to glass. We'll look and see. Some might be nice with glass. Some might be nice just completely open. But But it does feel pretty cool, doesn't it? So I need to go get some more spruce wood. So let's go over to where the witch farm, and I know before I go running crazy, I have multiple spruce builds and things, I mean forests right here. I don't want to mess up my near forests, so I want to leave them alone. And since I haven't created a spruce tree farm area yet, I'm wondering if it isn't just smart to go over to the witch farm area that has spruce trees. Let's see here. Sustainable wood, I get it. I still need to remember, Alexis, if you end up watching the replay, I'll need to message you, but I need to have a chat to see if I can't employ you to help fix this model so we have a narrow front face for the chicken. That's all I need to update on that, and then the chickens would feel really awesome. Right now that front face still feels a little awkward, but that's the natural texture mapping in the game. Whereas if we can get that little narrow beak area, I think this would be a perfect model at that point. Still Minecraft blocky, but it'd have a little bit more of that detail and fun to it. So we could just plant some out here, huh, and bone meal them. That would actually be a lot quicker, wouldn't it? Ah, I was just talking about you. Alexis. Wow. I literally had just, as I was crossing through here, you can go back a few seconds on the stream. And you were very kind to stop in. Yeah, I was going to see if I couldn't get you to help me with my chicken model to narrow the face. Since you have understanding, I still don't understand how to program the models in the game properly. Let's see here. Where did I put? It's in here. Is that right? Yeah, so I've got 8 saplings. Let's just do that. Let's bone meal them. Where did I have bones? Did I put it up here? No. I've really got to get my organization together. There we go. And then do we need the leaves out of that right now? We don't. So, have I made a fortune hoe yet? I have. It's down in the tree farm. The tree farm is not tall enough for spruce. So we'll just come grab it. Let's see here. See here. Tim K, hello. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out for a bit. See here, well, now I'm barely alive. Write details later on Discord. I'll try to answer tomorrow. No worries. If you can't, please do not feel pressure. You are always amazing at what you do. I just figured at some point, and it's not a rush, that I'd get some wisdom from you. For those of you that don't know, Alexis is the creator of Lumen RTX, and she has just amazing RTX development for the regular 16 resolution of the game. Definitely look up her stuff. Both, if you have the extra to support her on Patreon, do that, please. so that she can continue to do more work. But she has a free version of her pack that is very functional and amazing in the game. So go get her stuff. See here, James, barely alive and tired is definitely a mood. Yes, totally get that. Totally get that. By the way, I just walked past this. I don't know if I've shown you guys the new cauldron, the first version of it. Let me pull this out just so you can see it better in the light. Let's see. So I wanted to, even though it's a squared off texture, I wanted to give it kind of, especially because the way the RTX works, take an actual 3D rendering and give it kind of that old world feel. And I think when you're at a distance, it plays nicely. Still gives you a nice brass cauldron. You sung. Wow. The mighty computer builder is here. But anyway, I think you guys will enjoy seeing this as we go. Just another decorative piece, and I'm trying to, you know, fix all of these different pieces to work just a little bit more old world feel in the game. All in due time. Let's see here, what time does it say it is? Ooh. Gonna get creepered again. We've already been creepered once on this stream. Okay, let me catch up here. What made you switch to YouTube? I'm not switching. I've had requests to be streaming on it, but also YouTube's actually playing really nice for creators right now. I don't plan on stopping Twitch. It's been good, and I'm going to continue to stream over there. But I'm going to try to do more streaming over here, just because of the attention, especially for newer creators like myself that don't have massive follows. They're playing really nice, so very pleased with that. But the other isn't going away. So let's see here. Do we need to heal that? I think I'm okay at the moment. So let's go grow some spruce trees. Do some harvesting real quick so we can keep building. Just make sure there wasn't any creepers that spawned in. Yep, look at that. That is just not cool. This game is lethal in those moments. Might as well fly over. Wonder who was talking about YouTube. Yes, Alexis, you are one of those. I've had a couple that have requested some time over here, so I'm happy to do it. See, I know a few creators who stream on YouTube. I don't know, I think it's fine doing it on YouTube. Basically what's going on right now is YouTube is being very, very generous to creators, both in creating awareness and exposure and things like that. Let's see here. So that's east. Is it the southwest corner? Is that right? Guess not. That needs to be gone. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we'll get us a decent amount of wood here. Do the old simple method here. Let's see here. Wallace now knows how the Beatles felt constantly being chased by their over-endearing fans. Oh, you are way too kind. I don't see myself being on the level of the Beatles, but that is a very complimentary deal. I'm going to turn off RTX for a minute while we're chopping trees so I can see a little better. So I've used this method for a long time when chopping tall trees. Just makes it real easy. Get up to the top. Some of you say, well, there's faster ways. Yeah, there is. I actually enjoy a lot of times doing tree mining. Just the therapy. It's kind of like stone mining. Sometimes you just need a little bit of that. By the way, Wallace, the fixed VSOD crashes. Oh, cool. By the way, I did comment back on your post about the build for your family member's new PC. It looked really clean, especially in that matte black finish. So for those of you that didn't know, Yusung has been a player on Derptopia in the past. He's been in school and a lot of other real life things lately that have kept him from playing much, but he actually builds computers for a living and can do some pretty cool custom builds. You could definitely reach out to him and have him do work for you. He's good at what he does, really takes it serious. Pushing the frame limits right now with dropped items. And by the way, what I've had to do in my pack, if I have to keep dropped items at a 64 resolution just to keep it from locking up the game. It's about a 4-year-old problem inside the Minecraft architecture that as creators we've been begging for to be resolved. So since there's still things floating on the ground, you'll see that lag that's happening. So there's some of those sticks and things floating up there. And it's because they're not allowing large high definition textures in the game yet, which makes no sense. It just means that they just haven't put any attention to it yet, or dropped items, or floating items, items in an item frame, any of that. The irony is some of them, okay, some of the blocks, for example, don't ever convert to actual items in the programming, and they do just fine, and they're at full 512 resolution. But the classic items inventory still will not let you do high resolution. You can do it in the design, but the game will almost crash with frame rates once there's floating or in signs or things like that. So that's another bug that we're hoping to have fixed here soon, once they start giving us a little bit more attention. Sirius Sung says, I'll be heading back to the store on Wednesday to get the CPU price matched because the price went down by 120. Wow, that's pretty awesome. What kind of service are you providing? I'm impressed. Actually caring about the customer. Imagine that, right? See, and James, the bits that I've seen from him definitely have passion and care out into them. So I will concur that Yusung is a good resource to reach out to. Yeah, good knowledge as well. And really does the research this year. May be a bit of a Nvidia shill, but that's okay. Yep, I think all of us have been a little partial to Nvidia. So I catch your sentiments there for sure. Alexis, okay, unfortunately I have to go. Oh, 4 a.m. Oh my goodness, yes, go. Go, take care of school and stuff. Have a great day. Thank you, lady. Very kind to spend some time. So since this is most likely in render distance, I should probably see if I can't go ahead and just plant a few more right in the middle of this. Keep that coming. Do I have any more floating? Looks like we're still getting some render issues there. It might be some floating over there, huh? Game time. We're almost there. There we go. Yeah, we got a stack, 2 stacks, plus 10, and a bunch of saplings, so we'll take it. Go ahead and get a couple more going out here. I don't want to totally destroy the mountainside with the podzol replacement, so we'll just get a couple because we don't need a ton. Let's turn RTX back on because that's enjoyable during the day. There we go. So before I go up any higher, I want to just look and see if I like there being a harsh corner, or do I want to bring it in? I think I want to bring it in. Let's try that and see. Just look and see how it feels. And I will want yeah, that little bit of extra depth along the edge feels nice. That's what we'll do. Two. No, that'll be fine. Never mind. Just had another creative idea on part of that, but Okay. I picked up a few stripped ones, didn't I? Yeah. So then how many walls do we have? It's here, James. Actually, I'm using Intel as the GPU of choice in the newest PC. Oh, nice. Curious to hear your thoughts on it. Yeah, see, I have to stay within a Intel architecture because of the programs and editing that I need to work on. So I always enjoy seeing your insights as you come up with them too. Okay, so let's see, where do we want to... Did I do something wrong on this side? Oh no, we brought that in, didn't we? Never mind. So we can do 1, 2... Okay, so these 2 in the middle is where we can cut out for windows. It's an interesting lag. That will help a lot. The edge there. Leave that one because I need to get back up. Then if I do dark oak, gate, and fence, that will help. A little bit of that, tie into the roof. Just keep an extra one of these out here for the moment. Fine. Bone meal. Sticks that away for the moment. That out. Okay, so in order to make... Do I want to do fence? Or do I want to do trap doors? I guess it would make more sense to have had fence and a gate right there, huh? Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Oh. Needed 2 more. Go. Thinking about just put that there for the moment. It's going to be too low, but I'll probably use those for some lanterns and stuff around the edges. But what did we say if we do slabs? Let's do a set of those. Same thing with the spruce. See what we can put together here real quick. Both. All right, so if we start with dark oak. Oh my goodness. I'll have to go get that later. I forgot about the bedrock reach. I do that all the time. Spruce will go up that way. And then we'll put a spruce one on the end. something creative along that spot, but no stresses. We probably want to carry that out, don't we? Over this edge twice, so what would that be, a double? We'd have to stack this double to get what we want. So okay. Let's see here. We are trying to make a medieval house. This is my sheep farm. So what I'm doing is I had seen kind of a somewhat A-frame shape, but not perfect, that I was playing with. And so by memory, I was just kind of playing around with a look that I thought might be kind of cool. Well, I wish you the best for the rest of your stream, but I'm tired and going to lay down. Take care. Oh, thank you, James. James, amazing. Yeah, let's talk going forward. Definitely appreciate you and your chats and perspectives. Get some good rest, my friend. Oh, a barn. Yes. Basically. I didn't want it overdone. I wanted it to have a very nice look and feel, but not too modernized, you know, that kind of stuff. Just classy enough that it was successful enough to have a nice harvesting area. Do like that. There. some more dark oak. Let's see here, where's the level? It's up here. Okay, sleeping yet? Almost. Okay, so I may need to, I thought I had some scaffolding. This is single player, right? Yes, this is my solo world. What are you thinking? What kind of thoughts are you having, my friend? Leave one of these out for just a moment. Have I not made... I thought I had made scaffolding. No worries. I can use some basic logs for the moment. These back out later. Okay, so we were here. These in. Need that. Underneath here, I may just do some decorative things. So for the moment, let's do that. We won't necessarily fill it in. Pieces out when I do that, so I need to catch them. So probably better if I'm right here. There we go. Kidding me, right? Good, it bounced up. Sometimes those drop all weird on you. Good news about building the exterior of a farm after you've built the working part is this whole time that we've been building here, we will have been collecting wool being harvested. And all I did was 2 sheep per, because we don't really need a ton of wool in a solo world. But it's enough that we can acquire from time to time as needed. Let's see here. So there's one more which will make the center. Okay, so we need to make some more. So let's just have a good look at it real quick, since we've got to go down anyway. So that's the build that I was going for. I think it's going to feel real nice once it's finished. As you can see, it gives it nice used farm building look. Let's come out here. Yeah, this will be fun. And we'll see on the inside if we want to do more to it. By having these shroom lights up here, it's decently enough lit inside, so we're okay there. It should even light. We may have to put some torches back here or something. We'll see. We're well under our way. So, with that being said, I think that's going to do it for tonight's stream. As always, certainly appreciate everybody's involvement and your hanging out, your comments, your support, both morally in the stream itself, later through Discord, through the support on Patreon or a Twitch supporter or any of your other places that you're giving and helping, certainly appreciate it. And it's fun to be able to play, to create stuff, and to give you things in return that hopefully is enriching your life as well. So thank you all. Hope you have a wonderful evening. And for those of you in the US, if I don't see or talk to you, if I don't get a chance to stream again before Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. If so, that'll be a bonus. But the rest of the world, you guys are awesome. Have a fabulous evening. We'll talk soon.